Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Anger Billy here, and today I'd like to talk to you about how I overcame a depressing situation. Okay, so I know a lot of times that people gets depressed and all that, but sometimes you just gotta look on the aspects of life. Okay, you just gotta ask yourself, is my life any different from yours? Okay, and what I mean by that is, do you consider yourself better? Do you consider yourself in a worse position? You just gotta have to kind of think, like, when you're getting into these situations, like, just think about, like, there's another person in this world that's dealing with far worse shit than you probably, and maybe you just don't have it as bad as you may think. That's how I overcame depression, and this is what I want to go over with a lot of people about. Like, you can overcome depression, and you just have to take one step at a time. It's a healing process. You don't just overcome depression within a day. Hell, sometimes you never overcome it. You just find better ways to co-op with it. You just really got to reach out and just really really get in there. Just really dig deep. Until you find the weakness that's been eating at you in that wound. It's like a bullet hole. You just have to, like, keep digging inside that wound until you find that thing that keeps poisoning you, and you just, once you get rid of that feeling, it's just so much better on you, and but I overcame depression a while back. It was really tearing me up. Like, I was drinking like nonstop, and it was getting bad. I was downing vodka. I was downing a shit ton of beer. It was just, oh man. But once I kicked depression in the ass, sometimes you just gotta realize that maybe you're not really in a bad situation or in a bad pickle as other people could be. Just think, like, my depression is bad or my situation is bad, but it's not as bad as a lot of other people that you see in this world. And a lot of people don't see that these days. They just worry about themselves, which is understandable. Everyone should worry about themselves, right? Before you worry about someone else. That's the whole main, thing you should do for yourself. You should always worry about yourself before worrying about someone else, because your well-being is just as important as anyone else's. Remember that. And so, I'm no psychiatrist, okay? I'm no mentor. I'm just a guy that has dealt with depression for all his life, and a lot of people, my boss and me went to school. She was an old boss of mine, right? And she came up to me one day and she was like, "Billy, how'd you deal with people just bullying you?" Well, to be fair, or to be honest, I just knew that eventually I was gonna be out of school, and that they wasn't gonna follow me throughout my life. And sometimes, if you're in a bad position or situation, you just gotta get out of it somehow. If you really want out of a bad situation, you will find that way out. There has to be always a way out of something, right? So just keep digging, keep scratching until you find that way out. I'm not talking about, like, anything bad or anything. I'm just talking about, like, finding your way out of a bad predicament. Like, say you're in a domestic violence relationship or something. There is ways to get out of that. You just have to want to get out of that, okay? And the only way to, here's what I always told myself: if you want something done right, you do it yourself, okay? And that's really true. You do it yourself, and that's how you get out of a bad predicament. So if you want something done right, just do it yourself, meaning leave that relationship and just be done with it, Hell, I did when I was in mine. But enough about that. I want this whole video is basically just about, anyone who's dealing with depression or think they can't get out of something, I know it's easier said, right? Like you put a lot of thought, into different things. Okay, you put a lot of effort and you just feel like it's gonna be wasted, okay? Worry about your life, just I don't know, find a hobby to do. That's what I do. I draw manga and I play video games. I do live broadcasts. Hell, I'm on here almost 3 times a week, so doing broadcasts. And I listen to music. I watch YouTube videos like whether it's Markiplier or Game Grumps or JonTron, Angry Video Game Nerd. All these videos, they help me out too, they just take my mind off things. And I just, hell, last night I was watching the Eric Andre show and that shit was funny. So, just find some comedy or something that you enjoy in your life, just, maybe open a cold 6-pack and just, sit back and just realize, man, my life ain't really as shitty as this guy's life is, like I can see a divorced man right now, age 35. He's just sitting back eating a TV dinner. It may sound depressing for a lot of people, but for him, it's probably the best break he's ever had. It's probably the vacation he never gotten before when he was with his wife and kids. He's like just chopping up that meat. He's like he doesn't hear nothing. He doesn't hear no arguments. He's watching TV. He's like, this is nice, you know? And so that's just really what you gotta do. You just gotta find that closure for yourself. Just realize, like, a lot of people just thinks that, you know, depression is this big ball of something. Well, it doesn't have to be, okay? You can defeat that ball. It's gonna be hard. The road to fighting depression and beating it is hard. It's never easy. It wasn't easy for me. I'm making it sound like it's easy. I know, but it wasn't. Trust me. I I fell down so many times, nearly got ran over walking home drunk and shit. So I should know, okay? So just, be yourself, find enjoyments that you enjoy in life. You can overcome it. Peace out, guys.